perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Their first effort on goal. Pacho. Barcola. Doué. Doué, gently done. Yamal. Kubasi. Pedri. Eric Garcia, forwards and with intent. That'll be a throw. And it's Doué. Rafinha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hakimi. Doué. Now this could... And a chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Eric Garcia. Ferran Torres. That has been cut short. Vitinha. Pacho. João Neves. Doué. And it's Hakimi. Barcola. He's a great chance! Rafinha. Balde. Fermin. Balde. Can he latch on to this? Rafinha. Cross from Rafinha, brilliantly cut out. Doué. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. Kvaratskhelia played out towards the right wing. Played into the middle. Eric Garcia is there and he can get that clear. Rafinha. Balde. De Jong. Yamal. Koundé. Looks to the other side. Rafinha. Fermin. Pedri. Fermin. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business.
Barcelona, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Barcelona grab the equalizer and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
Takes a shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Kubasi spread out to the left. Pacho. Vitinha. And it's played forward. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Pacho, that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Doué. Kvaratskhelia. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Koundé. Barcelona do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Balde. Rafinha. Fermin. Dembele. And the counter is on. He's through here. Now it's Barcola. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Vitinha with the short one. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's hoisted clear. Pacho, and it goes cross-field. Paris Saint-Germain can try it again now. short. Barcola. João Neves. And here's Doué. Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Al-Kubasi gets good distance on it. Vermi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, well measured. Yamal. Ferran Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Marquinhos aim forwards. Doué, oh, good spread. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rafinha. Hakimi wins the duel this time. Pedri. Oh, Red, nice interception. Barcola. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Rafinha. And here's Rafinha. That is lovely. Can he deliver? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Played out wide. Valde puts a cross in. Tacho tries to clear. Danger averted for now. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. Hakimi. Doué. Nuno Mendes. Barcola. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia, it's a delicate pass. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Tried the volley, but no.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Header. Oh, not the best of headers.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
De Jong. Eric Garcia, gently done. Rafinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vitinha. Hakimi looks to get on the end of this. Rafinha. Pedri. Valde. Lovely bit of skill. Here it is, cross, up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Tacho shifted upfield, and it's Mendes. Oh, that's a very decent ball, Matt. It's Dembele! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played out to the right. Fired deep towards the back post. Pedri. Moved on forwards. Balde. Barcelona can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rafinha. Balde. Good play on the left-hand side here. That's tidy. He's well positioned here. It's a loose ball. Rafinha, and he's gone backward. And he shoots! Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Hakimi. Dembele. Kvaratskhelia, surely! And it's played forward. Pedri. Balde. Fermin, who does have an assist to his name. Ball is over the line. Hakimi. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Eric Garcia. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. Rafinha goes on a charge down the left. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Balde. Balde tries a cross. And that has been cleared. Fermin. Rafinha. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. João Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. João Neves. Hakimi. Nicely intercepted. Rafinha. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Rafinha, now he's off and running. João Neves. And it's Doué. Now it's Dembele. And here's Barcola. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Vitinha! And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Vitinha plays it short. And here's Vitinha. De Jong attempts a clearance. Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined.
Barcola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Dembele. Doué, out towards the flank. Kvaratskhelia, out to the right. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Hakimi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. Vitinha. Here's Barcola. And it's Vitinha. The pass is intercepted. De Jong. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. Alde is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Over to the left. Bruno Mendes. Oh, nice touch. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Lopez. Delivered with swing. That wasn't the greatest of balls. That's really well manoeuvred. Played towards the other side. Bruno Mendes. Barcola has found the net here, of course. Can he get onto this? Big chance! Eric Garcia shifted upfield. Pedri, Yamal chasing after it. Pacho. Barcola. Bruno Mendes. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Barcola. Oh, that's neat. Vitinha! He's trying his best. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hakimi plays it in. And he's heaved it away. Very nicely done. Vitinha. João Neves chips it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Pacho. João Neves. Marquinhos. Vitinha. Pedri. Rafinha. And it's Balde. Ferran Torres. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. Balde. Vitinha. Moved on forwards. It's a pretty looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Balde. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Koundé. De Jong. Koundé, head over towards the opposite flank. Rafinha. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Referee's given a throw. Calmly anticipates. De Jong, it's an imaginative pass. Doué. Barcola. Kvaratskhelia, played out towards the right wing. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, it's a great ball here. Doué. That's a good ball.
Kvaratskhelia really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal forwards and with intent, and he's searching through. Rafinha tries to think it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Plenty waiting in the middle. Balde. Oh, it's played into the area. Vitinha, and it's played forward. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Pedri. Kubasi. De Jong. Koundé. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Balde. Eric Garcia, gently done. On to Lopez. He has found the way through. De Jong. Laid back in. And it's Pedri. Lopez. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Vitinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Valde. Oh, such a clever touch. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves, and the keeper's got it again. Quality ball. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. Pedri. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
But I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're just settling back into the... And the shot! Cleared away. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vitinha goes short. Eric Garcia is there, and he can get that clear. Fermi. Balde. Eric Garcia. Yamal. Now he's off and running. And it's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres. Rafinha. Lovely feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Pedri. De Jong. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Koundé. Pedri. Eric Garcia shifted upfield. Clearly not happy with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a mighty effort! But that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Koundé. You get a throw in. Kubasi. Koundé. Yamal. Looks to the other side. Rafinha. Balde. Oh, played through for the wide man. Rafinha. Now the cross. Mendes with the clearance. And it's Koundé. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! Good strike, quite an alarm. Doué played out to the left flank. The ball is loose and the chase is on. De Jong. Yamal. Kubasi. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Aim forwards. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. Barcola. Oh, it's Dembele. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, delicate chip. And he's following up! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Eric Garcia. Pedri. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well timed, excellent interception. Pacho. Barcola. Moved on forwards. And here's Doué. He is through here. Now it's Doué. Kubasi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Barcelona keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Rafinha. Pedri. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's nice. A chance to play it in. He's in a great position here. Pedri. Ferran Torres looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Koundé. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Pacho. Yamal. Kubasi. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. And it's Balde. Rafinha. A heavy challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pacho. Vitinha. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Dembele. It's come to nothing. Balde. Pedri. Kubasi. That's been drilled forward. Throw it. Fermin. De Jong. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, it's come loose. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Valde. De Jong. And here's Yamal. Koundé. De Jong.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Crossed into the box. And it's been taken short. Vitinha with the cross. And here's Vitinha. Oh, it's Dembele. Turns and goes back. Pedri with the clearance. And it's Vitinha. Barcola stood his ground strongly. Over to the left. Pedri. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kubasi. De Jong. Rafinha chasing after it. Hakimi. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi, looking here to... It's Dembele! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Yamal. And he goes cross-field. Balde. Pedri. Now that's well seen too. Eric Garcia. Kvaratskhelia. Barcola. Pedri tries to clear. Yamal. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia, gently done. Hakimi. Balde. De Jong. Yamal. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Ferran Torres. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Vitinha. And it's played forward. Balde cuts it out. Koundé. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. And it's Balde. And here's Dani Olmo. And here's Rafinha. Balde. Balde puts a cross in. Cleared away. Rafinha played out to the left flank. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Barcelona. Vitinha forwards and with intent. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. That's a look and plays it forward. De Jong. And here's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Chance for a shot! It's in! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Barcelona, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mendes, and he goes cross-field. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi, and that's aimed into the middle. De Jong attempts a clearance and claimed it back swiftly. Into the channel. Nice control. Played in with purpose. Koundé tries to clear. Yamal getting this one clear. It is quite a run he's making here. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Now it's Ferran Torres. De Jong. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vitinha. Vitinha, over towards the opposite flank. He's got away. Oh, great chance. Looking to go deep. He's overhit it, and it's out of play. Rafinha is onto it in a flash. He's in plenty of space here. Balde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Marquinhos shifted upfield, and it's Hakimi. De Jong does really well to win the ball there.
Very Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
De Jong. Eric Garcia aim forwards. And that's been won straight back. Barcelona cannot keep hold of the ball. Ferran Torres. Balde. Played towards the other side. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. Jamal. Ferran Torres! A real chance and a real let-off.
Ferran Torres really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Marquinhos gently done. And it's Doué. And it's been played through. Jamal. Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Barcelona certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Tacho looks to the other side. And here's Dani Olmo.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Doué. Dembele. Spread out to the left. So who's he picking out? Cross goes in there. And that was very necessary. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Jamal. Barcola wins the duel this time. And it's Doué. Koundé gets it clear. That's surely a foul, free kick. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nuno Mendes. Tacho forwards and with intent. Doué tries a deft little ball. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Nuno Mendes delivered in. Defending of the desperate variety. In again. Only partially clear. That's the throw. Barcola. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rafinha.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hakimi done delicately. Oh, what a climb! And he's there to get it away.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Dani Olmo. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pedri. Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Hakimi. João Neves.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Tacho chooses to go cross-field.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Out to the right. Now it's Doué. Doué's cross. Dani Olmo.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
João Neves. And it's Doué. And here's Barcola. And here's Doué. It is now or never. Time is against them. Real chance here. Doué. Oh, that's a fine challenge. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Paris Saint-Germain to make one last surge for... Yeah, he's fouled him there. Doué. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good spread. Climbs up big. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Flipped into space. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rafinha.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo played through into space. Pedri over to the left. And it's Balde. Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ferran Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
2 minutes to be added on. Pedri. Koundé. Thinks one through. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. Eric Garcia can get it clear. Al Kubasi, he's gone direct here. Yamal. Hakimi. Doué. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Barcola. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. Boy, you can feel the tension. Ferran Torres is first to take the long walk. And he puts them one up.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Dembele is the next to run the gauntlet. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
And so the captain steps up. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
This then to level matters. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Oh, it's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper. I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Doué is the fourth man to step forward for them. Big character, big moment, big save.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Pedri with the last of the first 5 penalties.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
The margin of error is 0. Saved! And there's your hero! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.